This is rjcarbone, and you're listening to BD4.
Anthony for three. Bang! That one goes this down. One by Mattingly. Oh, hang on to the RJ Barrett does it again from downtown. He is just tearing the Orioles apart. It's good. It's good. Randle gets the bounce, and he ties the game.
Houston ducks under. Got it. With 8 tenths left.
Up and ran. Slam the other way for Aaron Judge.
Penetrates, creates, and showing some dexterity as well with the left hand.
Yankees win. The Yankees win.
All right, we're back. Merry Christmas, everybody. I hope you all had a wonderful holiday. God bless. Hope you spent it well with your family and friends, whoever. I'm doing great. I just got back from vacation. My voice is a little scratchy right now. I got over a cold I had for a couple of days, but we're good. We're back. Yeah, we took a break. Took a couple of games off from recording the podcast, but it was understandable. It was Christmas, and yeah. I hope you all had a wonderful time. This episode of BD4, episode 295, is going to be a short episode. Just because, again, I'm still trying to get my voice back and everything. And I didn't really pay too much attention to the Knicks while I was away. I did watch the games. So 2 games occurred when I was away. It was the Washington Wizards game. And again, my voice is going to be kicking in and out during this episode. But it was the Wizards game. And it was also the one at the Christmas Day game against the Hawks. Now, the Wizards game, I had to watch since it was where I was. They didn't have the game televised, so I had to use Wi-Fi. And the Wi-Fi up there in the mountains was very shaky. So it was very laggy, and it just skipped the entire time, so I didn't really see much of it, and I ended up just turning it off after the third quarter. So that I didn't really see. In the Christmas Day game, I did watch, but I was distracted a little bit, talking and shit. So I didn't really fucking pay too much attention to these games, but so it's not going to be a long episode because I don't have much to really give. In terms of my own input. But, from my understanding, the Knicks could very well be on a streak of 4 of their last 5 had they not lost that Washington game, which was a very winnable game, especially without Bradley Beal. But we're past that. And now we're on to this Atlanta game, which I want to quickly recap. and then we'll wrap up the show from there. But, yeah, the Knicks bounced back with a win over the Hawks. And, again, with COVID, going crazy in the NBA, the Hawks were without some players. They were without Trae Young, so it kind of took a lot of the buzz away. They were also without Kevin Huerter and a few other players, too. I know Clint Capella was just getting back from COVID that game, so he wasn't at his best. But nonetheless, the Knicks have their fair share of injuries too. Obviously, Derrick Rose has been announced to be out for a while, probably the majority of the season. But the Knicks figured it out and they won 101-87 at the Garden on Christmas Day. They had the uniforms all looking nice. They had the court all in black and orange to match the unis. But a wire-to-wire victory, 101-87, the Knicks win. Now 2-0 versus Atlanta on the season. Excuse me. And again, this game came without some missing players on both ends. But it was a big win. Or, it was a nice win. It seems like the Knicks can only beat depleted teams and tanking teams. But nonetheless, they were led by Randle with his 25 and 12. Kemba Walker posted a triple-double. the bench produced 38 points together. There was a lot I liked off the bench, even in the starting lineup yesterday. The Knicks got off to a hot start, and really from there they just hung on to it. It was a wire-to-wire victory. They were 6 for 6 from the field to start. They had 7 3-pointers in that first quarter. There was a point in the first where they're up 18-3. Atlanta called the timeout. It was just a bludgeoning. So I liked what I saw. I liked that Julius Randle had a great game. Randle goes for 25 and 12, like I said. He had 3 assists, but most importantly, what I really liked about Julius's game was that he was making quick decisions. It was the quick decision making from Randle that I loved. And again, that is always key to unlocking his game. We talk about this all the time. An efficient Randle is a great Randle. He was 6 for 9 from three-point land, 10 for 15. He only had 3 assists, but the way he was playing, it was within the offense. It was within the flow of the team. I think I heard somewhere that he only had 4 isolation possessions in the game. That's good for a guy like Randle. We like to see that. Passing the ball, getting his, but doing it quick, making better rim reads, making better reads on the defense. That's what we want to see. Yeah, there were some rough plays from Julius in that second half. Sure. But overall, the way he played was the way we want to see him play from here on out. Excuse me. Making quick decisions. That's the way he needs to, but we have to get rid of the idea of Randle as a point forward and play more power forward, and that's what he did. Getting the ball from the free throw line down and then doing his thing. I say it so often, I'm not even going to dive more into it. It's always going to come down to that. Kemba Walker, 10 points, 10 rebounds, 12 assists. Got the triple-double. It was pretty funny. At the end there, he's trying to get that 10th rebound. Taj stole a board from him, and he had Alec Burks boxing him out. But he got it. He eventually got it. He shot like piss. I think he was 3 for 12. But he did do other things. He was attacking the paint and kicking out to perimeter shooters. That's the Walker we want. The point guard. Getting his own and helping his teammates. And Kemba's here now, man. He's here to stay. For now. As in he is in the rotation again. So Thibodeau's going to have to live with that. I know there's, maybe some friction there. But the good thing is you got to credit the professionalism of Kemba. And a lot of people are pointing this out. Excuse me. He could have used this to play, unmotivated basketball to force his way out, kind of like James Harden was doing in Houston. But instead, he used it to his advantage, and he really he's putting together currently his best string of games by far as a Knick. He's really been balling out. He had 3 consecutive 20-point games. He had a 40-something point game in there. Then he responds to that with a triple-double. So, whether his trade value is going up or whether it's Kemba getting back into the starting lineup as our point guard now with Rose out and other guys coming back healthy, maybe they can take the bench role and Kemba's back at point guard going forward to conclude the season. We'll see. But yeah, I thought he had a good game, and I thought it was nice to see the Garden, give him a nice ovation, and Randle saying some nice things about him in the presser. Or, I'm sorry, he wrote a piece somewhere online. I think it might have been on the Players Tribune. I don't know what the fuck. Is the Players Tribune just baseball? I'm trying to remember now. But Randle apparently wrote a nice piece about him. Heartwarming shit. It was all nice. Good for him. Quentin Grimes talked about the bench. He had 15 points off the bench. He comes back. immediate impact. He was 5 for 12 from 3-point distance. He might be their best 3-point shooter, to be honest with you. I mean, he's got a quick, clean, high-release point. He shoots it well. He flings it. He's not afraid. He's fearless as a shooter, and that's what you like. He takes the open shots. He takes the shots when defenses are closing out on him, and he punishes them. He's good on the elbow. He's good in the corners. Quentin Grimes is a good shooter. So much to where, he might be a pretty regular role player for this team going forward. He's going to be a rotation piece, and he should. He plays high-energy defense. He's got a high IQ. In my opinion, I say, to hell with the politics. Evan Fournier did score 15 points. But we know he's been inconsistent. We know he's not a good defender. And we know he's a veteran, and we don't like vets. I say go with Grimes. It's not going to happen, but it would be nice to have him starting at the 2. He was first off the bench over Alec Burks in this game. And over Toppin. He was first off the bench. So maybe that's a sign that Thibodeau's going to go to him more. I like the kid. And it doesn't always have to be like, we say it all the time, play the kids, play the kids. It doesn't always mean, when people criticize, the fans, a lot of fans will criticize the other fans who want to play the kids because they think it just means tank. But the kids are actually playing better than a lot of the starters, a lot of the veterans. We say it way too much, but I'll say it again here. When they take the floor, the Knicks play better. That's because they play defense, and that leads to fast transition play. And the ball moves. Every time. You got to play the kid. Play all of them. Play the youth, man. They're doing good things. And this kid Grimes is getting a lot of high praise so far. I'm hearing a lot of comparisons between him and Allen Houston. Anytime you hear your name next to his, that's a positive. Play the kids. Obi Toppin, 13 points. 5 of 8. Play the kids. 1 for 2 from 3. Did shoot another air ball, about his 1,500th 3-point air ball of his career, but, 2 for 2 from free throw. He played well. Baseline cuts. Once again, all game. That's what he does. He plays so well when he's with guards that actually look for him on the floor. He's like the anti-Randle. He's an off-the-ball player. He's going to score off of cuts. And he had guards like Grimes next to him. And when IQ is back, he's going to have IQ with him. Excuse me. He had that sick in between the legs dunk at the end of the game. I actually left the room in the last couple of minutes because I didn't leave the room. I changed the channel. A couple of minutes remaining because I wanted to watch the John Madden documentary, which was very funny. It was really good. It was pretty funny. But yeah, Mitch, he had 5 blocks protecting the paint. Did a very nice job. 4 points. But I'll give him credit because he played good defense. So it was a good win for the Knicks. Again, I don't want to go on too long. My voice, as you could tell, I'm losing it. So we're going to head to break. And we'll wrap this thing up when we get back. Stay with us. Hey guys. So I've noticed that only a small portion of you who watch the podcast on YouTube are actually subscribed. So make sure the next time you go to BD4 on YouTube, if you feel like subscribing, do it. This way it'll help the channel grow, reach out to more audiences, more Knicks fans out there, more Yankees fans out there, MMA fans, sports fans in general. Just whenever you watch BD4 on YouTube, be sure to subscribe to help us grow. So if you guys want to follow me on social media, be sure to do so right now. I'm on Facebook at rjcarbone. And I'm also on Instagram at rjcarbone. Once again, if you want to find me on Facebook, that is rjcarbone. Instagram at rjcarbone. So BD4 is on so many platforms to listen to. You can listen to us on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, SoundCloud. You can listen to us on Spotify. You can find us on our sponsor, Anchor, and many other listening platforms as well, wherever you get your podcast. But we are also available to watch on YouTube. So if you want to watch us on YouTube, go subscribe there. But if you prefer to listen to us, again, many listening platforms. Just be sure to subscribe, download, give us a rating, a review, comment, share the podcast, and all that fun stuff. This is BD4, where there's no better way to get your Yankees and Knicks analysis. Hey guys, I hope you're enjoying this episode. But first, I also want to let you know I have another blog. The blog I'm writing for is on ultimatesportsnetworks.com, titled The Knickerbocker Blog. If you want to go subscribe to this blog, you should do so using my promo code 6A2841ERJC. Using that, you'd get a discount $7.99 a month to get the best Knicks and Yankees opinionated content around. Once again, guys, the Knickerbocker Blog on ultimatesportsnetworks.com using promo code 6A2841ERJC, $7.99 a month. A custom wall tapestry is a surefire way to uplift any room's aesthetics with a personal touch. This 100% polyester wall tapestry comes with hemmed edges for extra durability, while its mildew and water-resistant properties ensure years' worth of decorating bliss. The advanced tapestry printing techniques guarantee crisp detail even for the craziest of designs in any of the multiple size choices. You can select a size of 26 by 36 inches, 51 by 60, 68 by 80, and 88 by 104. These wall tapestries usually ship in 7 to 10 business days, and the price ranges from $24.99 to $69.99, all dependent on the size you select. The Knickerbocker Blog wall tapestries come in orange, gray, and black. But most importantly, be sure when purchasing a wall tapestry for the Knickerbocker Blog that you use promo code 6A2841ERJC. 6A2841ERJC. Just go to ultimatesportsnetworks.com and click on the Shop MVP tab, searching the Knickerbocker Blog. And there you have it. You know what I bought the other day? I don't think I mentioned it. I bought the UFC 4 game. I bought UFC 4 for PS4. I wish I had a 5, man. I really do. I would be on it so much. Maybe that's the reason I'm not getting it, is because I don't want to be addicted again. I don't play really much anymore, but I picked up UFC 4 for the hell of it. You know, I guess I'll occasionally hit the sticks on the weekends and stuff, but it's a good game. I tried it out. Played my buddy a couple times. I'm a submission dude. I'll get you in grapple, and I'll get you to sub. I got to work on my defense, especially my stand-up defense. But it's a fun game. It's got so many of the fighters in it. But yeah, it's a good game. I just thought I'd put that out there, and I got it for $5. Well, technically for free, because there was this thing. Apparently, it's called EA Play or EA Pass, EA Play or something like that, where you can get UFC for free. And EA Play is $5 a month, and you get these free games with it. This isn't a sponsor, so I'm not sponsored and qualified to say this. I'm not qualified. I'm not what do you call it? I don't know. I'm losing the fucking term here. I'm not, I guess, ordered to say it. I don't fucking know anymore. I can't even think. I can't talk. I can't think. It's this damn cold. But it's a good game, regardless. For especially for only having paid $5 for it. But anyway, let's wrap this episode up. The Knicks picked up a win. It was good to see. Now they've got, I don't even know. I know they play on Tuesday. I got to check who. But we'll be back to a normal scheduled, every game podcast episodes, and they'll be the actual, recaps where we break things down and get more in depth. I know, again, this one was just a quick bullshitter, just to let you guys know I'm back. But Knicks pick up a win. Let's get to the NYY-NYK question of the day, and we'll wrap it up from here. So for episode 295 of this podcast, tonight's episode, or this episode, 295, which you'll be listening to Sunday, December 6th at night, which it is right now, or December 27th on a Monday, depending on if I want to edit it right away or not. But so 295, episode 295, our question of the day, our NYY-NYK question of the day. Where did the term Knickerbocker originate from? All right, that's our question. Where did the term Knickerbocker originate from? Let me know by messaging me on Facebook, Instagram, or commenting once I publish the promo to this podcast. And I'm going to go drink some water because my voice is totally gone by now. I'm going to rest, and I'm probably going to hit up some UFC. Hope you guys have a good one. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and I'll see you Tuesday. All right, ciao. This podcast is brought to you by Anchor. It's the best way to make a podcast. Download the Anchor app or go to anchor.fm.